European Union did an oopsie. Post Malone did an oopsie. Blizzard did an oopsie. Super Whammon did an oopsie. Good evening, I'm Poppy. Let's get into the news. Let's just jump into it. Meme review. Article 13, as you guys know, from September 12th, got approved. That's right. Everyone press F for European Union. What did Article 13 say? Well, people were saying that now you can't upload footage if you go to a game match. You can't upload footage of memes, okay? They will restrict content in the European Union for everyone, for who uploads and whatever you can access. There will be a link tax for sharing links. What a great idea! Yeah, let's add that! Have we not suffered enough? Alright? We dealt with Ajit Pai. We don't need anything more! So what really Article 13 means hasn't really been clear until now that YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki spoke out in a blog post published a few days ago. And it doesn't look good. It looks like I'll be moving it to India, and you as well, if it is what she's saying. For those of you who don't know, Article 13 is a legislation created by the EU Parliament and with the intent to protect copyright for everyone and protect your content online. It has a good intent, but the way it's written, it threatens anyone uploading on major platforms and people accessing content on these platforms. Basically, any content that you don't own 100%, you will not be able to upload. This video, for example, has already broken that law. So, bye Pew News. Bye! This is so sad. I'm gonna be out of work soon. Now, this passed in September, and it's very confusing. I'm not gonna lie. So we get these crazy articles saying that the man behind EU's copyright law is surprised by what's in the proposal, unaware of what exactly he voted for. To be clear, he knows what he's voting for. The problem is that people are interpreting what the law means differently. This is what I think. But what Susan Wojcicki said in the blog post is that they support the goals of Article 13, but they say that the Parliament's approach to it is unrealistic, and that copyright holders often disagree on who owns the content, and YouTube can't really take responsibility for that, so they're just not gonna host the content. As an example, they bring up Despacito. Oh no! What am I gonna do without Despacito? Because apparently this song, I didn't know, contains multiple copyright. Maybe it has samples in it, I don't know. They're basically saying that no company would take this financial risk. It just wouldn't be worth for YouTube to host this type of content, so they would just block it. YouTube said that they have taken steps already to address copyright infringement. Content ID provides the best solution, and I can't believe I support Content ID because it's goddamn awful. I mean, I made a cover of Despacito and I got a copyright strike, so it's already pretty damn bad. Like, it was 20 seconds of a video that I lost all the revenue on. It was a 10-minute video that had nothing to do with Despacito, but that's how Content ID works. I can't imagine it being worse than that. So then YouTube went to Twitter to clarify sort of some of the things that Susan mentioned, and they're saying that YouTube would be forced to block millions of videos, existing and new ones, in the European Union. It would drastically limit the content that one can upload to the platform in Europe. So basically they're saying, when this rule passes, we're just gonna block the content. So it's some pretty scary and dire consequences. It's not just for people uploading, it's also people watching. It's really weird. I was looking around and I saw a lot of artists actually support Article 13. You have James Blunt, apparently.
My name is James Blunt. I've been so lucky to be able to make music, but the next generation of artists coming through need to get a better deal when their music is used online. I believe we need a world where the effort and creativity that goes into making music is rewarded fairly. That's why the proposals in Europe to ensure online services get licenses for the music they use are so important to performers and songwriters who are trying to make a living and build a career in music.
What are you talking about? Like, can you explain what the problem is? What is the problem? Is James Blunt not earning money of his music? Like, what is the problem? Someone explain to me, what is the problem that so desperately needs to be fixed for creators? You even have people like Paul McCartney signing a letter, an open letter to the European Parliament saying, not going against Article 13, saying, endorsing it, saying that music and culture matter. They are heart and soul, but they just don't happen. They demand the hard work of people. What are you talking about? What's the issue? What is Article 13 solving? If it's so important, at least that message should be clear. You can look at frequently asked questions on their website. It doesn't answer this question, at least for me. It's just very vaguely describing nothing. More cross-border access for citizens to copyright-protected content online. Okay, cool. What does that mean? You need to be more specific. Fair rules of the game for a better functioning copyright marketplace. What game? What are you talking about? Which stimulates creation of high-quality content. How? Is the commission banning memes? Some good old memes. The commission is not banning memes. Oh, whoosh, oh. Caricatures or any reuse of content allowed under exceptions or limitation to copyright. So basically, caricatures, parody, and pastiche are protected. Thank you, EU, for defining memes for everyone. Good job. It's all caricatures and parody and pastiche. That's it. I can't wait for all the pastiche and caricatures. I don't trust EU Parliament to define what a meme is. I just don't. I don't trust anyone over 50 to tell me what's the best for the internet ecosystem, okay? The problem and the thing that worries me is that, as an example, this happened in Spain, I think a few years ago, where I don't know if this is necessarily true. I probably shouldn't talk about it, but people were saying that an article similar to Article 11, which is also very bad, was introduced into Spain, and it said that Google had to pay for news aggregation, but Google just decided to shut down Google News in Spain. So if you live in Spain, you can't use Google News because of this law that was added. And it worries me because I think they're just going to do the same thing now, instead of figuring out whatever it is. Because clearly EU wants YouTube to do something, and they're saying, well, we're already doing, and what you're asking for is just enough that we can take responsibility, so we're just gonna shut down the whole thing. That's how I can best interpret this mess. So EU is saying, hey, what we're proposing isn't that bad, and Google is saying, yeah, it is, and you give us no choice, so we're just gonna have to nuke everything. So it is actually, in that regard, deeply concerning. To see where this is gonna go. I guess I'm gonna move to India. Maybe I'll start a music channel. Next news. Okay, alright, that was boring, I get it. But let's move on to something more fun. Something I really wanted to talk about last week. The Diablo Immortal press conference. Yeah, let's watch it.
Diablo has brought millions of players around the world together to slay demons.
Yeah! I love slaying demon. Whoa, what are those? Why do they look like that?
Increasingly connected one. Our mobile devices keep us closer than ever to our friends, family.
Why is he talking about phones? Why is the man talking about phones?
And loved ones. So we knew we want to use mobile devices as the platform for a new Diablo game. Because nothing brings a family together like slaying demons.
Jesus Christ.
We are so excited about this game. Now, I know it's hey.
So is the audience. This legendary PC title that had die-hard fans for years. People pay, I don't know how much they pay, hundreds of dollars probably, to go to this press conference where they say, we're gonna announce something new and exciting. It's a mobile phone game. A cellular device thing. Because you use that for your loved ones. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. It's not because China, the mobile market in China is just bigger than ever and you'll earn a ton of money from doing that. The best part about this is that they had a Q&A afterwards. And the reaction is just beautiful.
Just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile, which
no, it's a game that we're doing because We like connecting people and no other reason at all. We just like connecting people. It's all about connecting people.
Everybody will get to play.
Everyone gets to play. Wait, there's another thing that I love. Look at this dude. Look at this dude coming up before. Absolute legend. Can you imagine if he were that? Damn, that would be the best marketing of all time.
The difficulty curve to get in this game.
I think.
See, he actually asked the question that you were supposed to ask, because they always screen you before. They're like, hey, what question do you want to ask him? Oh yeah, I want to ask him about the difficulty in the game. That's probably what that guy in the back did, and then he went, what the fuck?
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this just strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment.
I like how he says it like it's a breakup. Like, are we like done for real, or is this like a thing?
Strictly mobile forever.
Domino's even made an ad just for this. This is not an out-of-season April Fool's joke. You will get a treasure chest when you purchase our pizzas. Jesus Christ. The desperation. You, of course, have people with the best take on this ever.
April's Fool's joke? Oh, sit your fucking ass down. And people are applauding in the audience? You're all fucking babies.
Yeah.
All of you who applauded. You're all babies. You're rude, first of all.
Yeah.
But you're all fucking babies. Little 5 minutes of internet fame in your fucking video. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And now you're fucking fuck you. Hey, yeah, you're not doing exactly what we want when we want. It's like, grow up.
It's so
Grow up.
gross.
Just fucking grow up.
So gross. Shut up, kids.
Can we relax
Shut
a
the
bit?
fuck up. Shut the fuck up, children. Shut up.
I get that it's so easy to just point to all these fans and be like, oh, just grow up. Oh, it's just a game. Oh, you're not, if you don't like it, just don't play it. But it's like, they announced this thing. It's for fans to be excited. That's what these conferences are about. It's for fan excitement. If they wanted to make a mobile game just to earn a bunch of money, just announce it somewhere else. Just announce it as, what are the other, like tech conferences or something like that. This is a bad move. I'm sure the game is not that bad, but it's clearly not what people want. And if they're making a Diablo title 4 title anyway, just funny. It's just funny seeing all this. I don't know. It's probably just me. I feel like this is one of those things where Brad is watching this edit and he goes, this is really not that interesting, Felix. Okay, I'll move on. Oh, actually, speaking of Blizzard, you guys see this? So funny.
And the winner is, well, this award goes to Epic Games. No,
Epic Games won announcer.
I'm joking.
Epic Games won Developer of the Year, Publisher of the Year. Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It goes to Blizzard. Well done, Blizzard. Blizzard.
Why would you do that, Deji? Why? You don't. It's a joke.
Epic Games. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
They went up and everything. Stupid YouTubers. I love it. Okay, let's move on to something more interesting. Washington Post decided that apparently that there's one post too many. Good joke, Felix. Post Malone is the perfect pop star for this American moment. That's not a compliment. Post Malone, you think you know, but you had no idea. He is literally Satan. Let's see what's wrong with Post Malone.
You might know Post Malone as the SoundCloud rapper who went triple platinum for his debut track White Iverson. You might know him as the genre-bending artist combining country, grunge, hip-hop, and just about everything else. Or you may not know him at all, but you should. Malone is huge.
I like how they had this kind of music. Where have I heard that type of music before? Just makes anything automatically like they're about to reveal the biggest thing ever.
His album Stoney beat out Michael Jackson's Thriller for most weeks in top 10 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart.
This is the thing the media does, or people in general, I would say. They love to overplay your influence when it's convenient. and underplay it at any point else. So if anyone messes up, they'll go like, oh, PewDiePie said this to 70 million people. I know I'm making this about me, but this is an example. When the video maybe gets like 4 million views, but 70 million people, imagine just the negative impact. That we can't ignore this. So they're saying that he's bigger than Michael Jackson Thriller, which he's not. The album is still the best-selling album of all time. Like, nothing has changed. He's not even near it, so whatever.
Born Austin Richard Post, he became Post Malone the same way Donald Glover became Childish Gambino, through a rap name generator. Execs at his record company, Republic Records, have described Malone as the Donald Trump of hip-hop.
Oh my god, he's literally Donald Trump. Yes, because he said, if you're looking to think about life, don't listen to hip-hop. No, how could you say that? My life is ruined. Post Malone. His music, one of the shallowest bastardization of rap to date, and I don't say that lightly. Washington Post published this. This whole article, it's not bad, but it's written like a blog post hate piece. I mean, I get it. You don't like something that's popular. I can 100%, you know, I feel that, okay? But why is Washington Post posting this? It's so cringy. And trying to steer it like he's connected with Donald Trump some way and that his influence is somehow corresponding. It's just bizarre. Just following him online, he seems like such a sweetheart. Like, why is Washington Post posting about Post Malone? That was a weird sentence. It talks about how shallow his lyrics are and how dumb and young his fans are and how bad his performances are, and I get it if you don't like him. And to be fair, any music on the top charts is usually pretty damn stupid, okay? Why? Because it appeals to a mass audience. I mean, it's always been like that. Pop music has always been shallow. It's always been dumb, and that's what people want. You're just opening your eyes to that now? It just sounds like another example of old people, or the older generation, not understanding the younger. And this has always been the case, but seriously questioning constantly these big media companies for posting articles like these. Are they so desperate for clicks and views that the only way they can resort to is just public character assassination pieces? It's ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, I actually agreed with a lot of points on the article. I'm not saying it's bad in itself, but I think going after posts and the mix with politics is just pathetic. Last news. Okay, we finally made it to the end. Superwoman Lily sings to take a break from YouTube. That is a weird title. Another one of those. BBC even reached out to me, wanted me to comment about mental health because I've talked about it. I'm getting a little annoyed by it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, shut up. Shut up, children. Just take a break. One thing I've learned is just take a break. If you need a break, just take a break. YouTube themselves even confirmed this myth, saying that it's not true. If you take a break, that will hurt your channel. According to analytics and statistic, that's just simply not the case. If you need to take a break, just take a break. And I think, at least what I've learned, is that if you post a video that you are taking a break, you make this big thing about it, then you're not solving the problem that you have. And this might be hard to understand, but YouTubers thrive on these things. Lily Sings, she's been doing YouTube for a while. She knows how it works. She knows if she makes a video saying, I'm gonna take a break, it would lead to articles like this. It would lead to more attention. And that's the reason why she wanted to take a break to begin with. That probably her channel isn't doing as well, and probably she's not happy with what she's making. So what's the best way to get people's attention? Well, a big announcement of something that isn't clickbait or is actually real.
Why do I want to take a break? There's many reasons.
Here.
First and foremost, my mental health. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually exhausted. I've been doing YouTube consistently for 8 years. For 8 years, I've been putting out videos, and for a lot of those years, I've been doing it twice a week, plus the daily vlogs. It's been a lot. I've enjoyed it, I love it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it has been a lot. Which leads me to the second reason I want to take a break, my content. Straight up, I haven't been super happy with a lot of the content I've created, you know.
So she knows what she's talking about, okay? Talking to a lot of YouTubers, from my own experience, if you are feeling overwhelmed, just like I said, just take a break. Stop trying to monetize everything. That's the problem. Not every decision you make has to be for your YouTube channel. But that's the mentality of YouTubers. that's how a lot of us live our life, you know? So I understand that it's hard to let go of that, but I think it's annoying seeing these kind of like praise for making a statement about taking a break, because now that is just gonna be a further trend, I think, moving forward, since now this is an approved clickbait by BBC News. The other thing is, I would say, at least from my personal opinion or perspective, is do other things, get other hobbies. I think of course you're gonna feel drained out if the only thing you do is YouTube, because if YouTube doesn't go well, that's the only thing your life revolves around, so of course you're gonna feel like shit. So while I encourage everyone to take a break if you feel overwhelmed, and I'm not trying to underplay taking care of your mental health, I don't think this is a positive message to be spreading. But that's just my opinion. Anyhow, that's all for me for now. Thank you guys for watching Poppy Harlow Pew News. Hope you guys enjoyed very, very much. Smash like and thumbs up for videos more like this one. And I'll see you. Goodbye.